Edward dropped to his knees before her. "Stand," she commanded, and he did. "I come to help." Tears streaked tracks through the dirt on his face as he nodded in wordless, profound gratitude. She leaned into him, her perfect profile silhouetted in the ashy smoke of the battlefield, and whispered into his ear. The conversation wasn't long. Whatever she offered, he readily agreed to. Then she pulled a dagger from her belt and slashed his palm. The bargain was made. On the other side of the clearing, Henry VI dropped dead. Britain had a new king, decisively. Edward IV. The Lancasters went home, and the York camp torches burned all night as the victory celebration raged. But the strange woman didn't watch them. She was already on the road in a carriage pulled by snow-white horses. With a coronation to plan, there was no time to waste. 24 hours and 1 minute later, Edward IV was dead as well. He closed his eyes and fell to the ground, as if a string had been cut. She had promised Edward he would be king, but she never specified for how long. And so Queen Morian of the others took the throne at Eltham Palace, a serene smile on her face and a crown on her head. All who raised a hand or sword against her found themselves suddenly unable to move, as if the act itself was forbidden. The war was over, and Britain had a new queen. Immortal, uncrossable, inevitable.
Now. Chapter 1. London, February 1848. Lydia has been missing for 8 days, and I'm beginning to fear that our parents are going to wake up in the morning and find my bed empty too. A noise in the dark alley to my left makes me jump, but it's just a rat tearing through a pile of rubbish. I've shivered my way through the city for miles, ignoring hecklers and stepping over half-dead beggars. Usually my parents say to pay them no mind, that they've had the same opportunity to bargain with the Queen as the rest of us, but they're harder to ignore tonight. My freedom is usually limited to turns around the park, arm in arm with Mamma, or safely ensconced within the velvet walls of our family's carriage. What I lack in experience, I make up for in confidence. That confidence feels a lot flimsier now, lost and cold down to my bones. I thought it would be safer to stick to the main roads, rather than risk traipsing through the ink dark of Hyde Park alone. But one wrong turn down a serpentine side street has me hopelessly turned around. Even the flicker of the gas lamps is weak. The biting February air is thick with coal dust, blotting out what little light the flames throw off. I pull back the hood of my cloak and tip my head to the sky in an attempt to get my bearings. Cassiopeia should be north, but the twinkle of the stars is too dim to be sure. An errant tear flows out of the corner of my eye and into the hollow of my ear. I've been searching Lydia's room for days, praying fruitlessly for a clue about her sudden disappearance. It's as if she vanished into nothing, but I refuse to accept that. Tonight, after Mamma, Papa, and our skeleton crew staff had gone to bed, I pulled on my cloak, wrapped myself in Papa's thickest scarf, and took off into the night. Maybe I was being brave, like the knights in the stories Lydia and I read as little girls, noble and driven by love. Or maybe I just wanted to feel something other than the maddening terror I felt since my sister disappeared. The police say she's either eloped or dead, but I don't believe them. She'd have told me if she planned to elope, and I'd be able to feel it if she were dead. There's no possible